that are supposed to go?
Not really, no. I think girls eat girls. They sort of attack each other a bit more, and whereas guys kind of just chill out and nothing phases them, so...
And those boys are kind of happy to sit back and watch the girls have a drama, poke it occasionally.
Yeah.
I'd actually be more happy in a sausage sizzle, to be honest. I actually really appreciate being amongst the guys. When I was locked in the cold room with them, I had probably the best week in the house.
Did you refer to hanging out with guys as a sausage sizzle?
It's a sausage sizzle. That's one of Travis's statements. It's a Travisism. Travisism?
It's a travesty. OK, let's have a look.
Oh, I'm all falling down tonight, aren't I?
You have not had a wink of sleep, have you? Thank you for joining us. You're doing well. While we're getting some coffee over here, let's have a look at the page of nominations. OK, now we've only extended this marginally because basically the same people just got more votes. Laura's got 8, Andrew's got 4, Daniela has 3, Zoran has 2, Thomas has 1 and Travis still has 1. We still have more votes to go. 6 hungry housemates have tossed the nomination salad and 4 more are set to slice and dice. After the break, play pals Billy and Alicia have their tongs at the ready. You try saying that. Who do you think will cop a decent dressing?
Travis.
Fair dinkum, they sleep the bloody day away, they do. You only get a chance at this thing like, what is it, more people go to Mars.
Or didn't go on Big Brother.
I just don't know what it is. Like, you know, I'm just trying to do this just to, it sort of keeps me going. Oh, that cream does nothing. Who am I kidding? The cream doesn't do anything. It's not a pinch, it's like a wind. It's like a real winding pain. Like
this
when I
is Big Brother.
So going to the right.
Housemates, check the position of your microphones.
You're not bloody listening to me.
I'm listening,
Wasn't that weird then? Okay, we're going to the left like that.
Oh, sorry.
I'm getting fat in here.
Yeah, same. Look at
I need to stop trying.
It's here. I didn't have that when I came
I
in
did
here.
notice this a little bit today. But it makes me comfy.
I don't like them. Who likes pizza? I do. Alicia, there's a piece of chocolate here. Shall we have? Yeah? Or one piece.
Welcome back to Big Brother Live nominations, where I'm with last night's surprise double evictees, Emma and Rebecca. Now, it has been an emotional time in the Big Brother world since these 2 femme fatales left, and one housemate who's tried to put on a brave front while biting her quivering lip is everybody's little sister, Alicia. And now it's time for our lonesome country girl to hop into the nomination paddock and lasso the nomination bull.
Alicia.
Yep.
Who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
For 2 points, I'm nominating Daniela for personality. I find that I get along with her least in the house. I find her to be very dominating and demanding. I feel like I don't want to have conversations with her anymore because she shuts down everything I say. Her opinion is her way or no way. Examples of
Saying
the...
you get along with someone
Sorry?
is just not acceptable. Be specific. What has she said or
I don't
done?
like her least in the house. I don't want to have conversations with her anymore because I find her to shut down everything I say. Examples of these are she comes in and asks his opinion about when she first arrived, about the drinks, and she asked me how it all goes. I told her how it was and she goes, well, I won't be doing that. Same with other issues with the phone, I won't be doing that. We'll be having group discussions and she just speaks over me and shuts down what I have to say.
Who do you nominate for 1 point for eviction and why?
For 1 point, I'm nominating Jamie for going under the radar. In the last couple of weeks, I've seen his personality come out with a bit of a bite, but then when it comes to group discussions, example, the other night we were talking to Laura and Daniela about the amount of fines that they had received, and he didn't have an opinion while everyone was putting theirs across. But I've seen him when they left the room to have voice his opinion then to just a smaller group, so I feel like he's shying away from that to avoid being nominated.
Accepted. That is all.
Oh, I want to sit too.
Billy, to the diary room.
What?
Billy.
Oh, that's a positive
That's a
face.
happy face.
Billy, who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
Big brother, 2 points this week is Laura. For her disregard to the house rules that are set in place by the housemates. I feel I'm constantly picking up after her or always telling her what she's doing wrong, and I don't want to have to spend my time looking after someone in the house.
For nominating based on personality, you need to say what it is you're nominating her for.
Laura's personality, well, it gets annoying. Her personality is annoying for the fact that I've always got to be picking up after her. It just seems like she doesn't listen, and every time I talk to her it falls on deaf ears, so she just seems to be ignoring me.
Who do you nominate for 1 point for eviction and why?
1 point this week is Daniela. Its personality is the fact that she seems to be blatantly disregarding the rules as well in regards to the fines that she's been racking up. And it's not the fact that she gets the fines, but it's the constant ones that she always gets, whether it's the same ones over and over. So she doesn't seem to care about the rules.
She's not the only one to get fines. Big Brother warned you needed to be honest when you nominate. What are you nominating her for?
Not caring about the house. It seems that she just constantly does the same thing over and over. She gets fines for the same thing. It's not different things.
So what are you saying about her personality? You're running out of time.
She doesn't seem to care. That's probably the best way to do it.
That is all.
Well, there you go. You can't just say, I don't like them, which is kind of the truth sometimes, isn't it? You nominate someone because you don't like them. Billy is driven insane by Laura, isn't he?
Yep.
Yes, most definitely.
And then he's got to go from that instinctive response to kind of give a rational reason for it. You know what's interesting is this week we don't have any systems that we can see. Sometimes with nominations it looks like people have been talking because they're nominating the same way. Were you aware of like sneaky little ways that you can communicate in the house that, you know, where you might suggest to someone this is how I'm nominating, or...
Maybe that's how I ended up in the punishment room.
Yeah, but that wasn't so sneaky because you did get busted.
Yeah. And we were told we were alluring to the nominations, but we were actually referring to maybe saying something about myself.
Yeah.
And that's what we were pulled up on.
So why do you reckon sometimes people in a group, and as you've said, there are a couple of subsets in there, is it because they spend so much time together that they would all be annoyed by the same person? Or, like, where do you think those patterns would come from?
I think there's a lot of discussion about who you do and you don't like, and I think that that's the way that people sort of pick up on it. I'm not saying I did it, I promise. I obviously didn't do it very well. Sitting here. I'm oblivious to it, and I didn't have a system, obviously. I went in there and every week it was sort of sporadic as to who, you know, was up most weeks. Well, except for you, Emma. I mean, but the other person was never ever the same, generally.
Yeah.
And so so I really didn't have a system. And so when it comes to everybody else, I mean, you can actually say who you do and you don't like, as long as it's not in reference to nominations. And I think that a lot of people have had conversations before nominations that have involved,
pick up on it.
I don't like this person, but I do like this person.
Right. So there are ways.
Yes,
We'll be on to those. Thank you for divulging that. All right, let's have a look at the tally board right now. How's it going? It's 2 pages, obviously extended. Laura is becoming queen of tonight with 10. Daniela on 6. Remember, they are both the more recent intruders. That is, of course, until we got Michelle and Zach. Andrew is on 4. Zoran's on 2. Jamie on 1. Thomas on 1. Those guys haven't gone up at all. And Travis on 1. OK, we've still got a few more to go. 8 anxious housemates have voted and 2 are still to go. Coming up are the legendary nominator, I Am a Rock, Travis, and keeper of the twist of fate, Andrew, the Friday Night Live superhero.
You see that?
Do at least you
No, I wouldn't.
Someone lay down and have bread on their stomach.
I'll put it on my bum.
Oh my God, Emma.
I've got to admit, this is really weird.